Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect men of Yasharallah. Pushing this word, doing this work in truth and in sincerity, risking life and livelihood in so doing. And shalom to the women and to the children who watch and who learn from these lessons. All right. I'm going to start off this lesson with a scripture. And this is Psalms 13:2. All right. And it says, "How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long shall mine enemy be exalted over me?" All right. And, we know that the time for all these things to end is at hand. All right. There's a young lady who is from Sierra Leone. And she does my hair or whatever. And she moved here, okay, from Sierra Leone. So she she stayed with she lived in Brazil, and then she ultimately ended up here in America. And she said, it's amazing that every she works at the university. All right, she works at a university here in Chicago. All right. And she said that most of the nurses and doctors that are black that she works with, they're kind of surprised that she would move, and raise her children in America. And she said, when she first came, they would be surprised, the older ones, and they'd be like, "Why did you come to America? We want to come, to Africa." All right. And she was like, she didn't understand it. Okay. And I think she lived, she may have stayed in Philadelphia. But she said when she, uh, I guess her classmates, um, when they asked her like where does she live, and she tells them Chicago. She says, they're all, frightened. They all, they're like, oh no, you stay in Chicago. No. But the truth of the matter is, and like she was saying, you know, she said, yeah, since she's been here in Chicago, it's terrible. The condition of the people here in Chicago is terrible. The condition, she said, she's had run-ins, with just not even intentional. Okay, she because she college student, so she pretty much just comes and goes. But the condition of Jake, all right, here is deplorable. And she said it herself, like, how could this place at the rate of how could I put it, at the rate of decline that this place is going through, human decline, at the rate of human decline that America is going through. She said, she sees that it's just not in Chicago. When you see what the individual did down in New Orleans, okay, taking a high-powered truck and ramming it through people, bodies. You're seeing this. What is your and there's videos of that individual. He was had real estate. Okay, so he was making a living. Okay, he was making a living. Pretty much, he was a retired military. So I mean, military does give you, I know you get some, benefits. You're able to, at least get a home. Have a roof over your head. Okay. For some, okay. I do know that you have your veterans who are a lot of them who are homeless. Okay, no medical. And I was trying, and she was, she was like, she got these two little daughters, all right, and she's a nurse, a doctor or something, in the medical field, and she's doing hair, okay, on the side, because where she stays at now, where she lives at now, is pretty much in the heart of the South Side, man. All right. She said she's got to go, but She's like, but go where? It doesn't matter where she goes, all right? And that is the rate of decline of America. It's finished. Okay? Let me get a scripture real quick. Okay, this is Revelation 18:7. Okay? And it says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously. Okay? And that's talking about America. You see these very wealthy, rich, elite people. Okay, just like the soil, okay, just like the food, you have a land Sabbath, all right, but which has gone ignored, okay, by this man, by Esau, okay, the devil. He's a devil, all right. He's a devil, all right. The same way that he's done the soil, polluted the soil and the earth, he's also polluted people. And the people that he polluted were you Israelites, all right? And especially, you Jakes here in America, all right? You Jakes here in America have been polluted. You have been stripped of your nutrients, okay? Literally, okay? Constantly by this devil, all right? And, I didn't want to tell her, say to her, man, you have to understand, okay? You have to understand. It takes a lot. You see these Jakes, and you read the stories of, they go and kill. They're killing people, and they're doing this, and it is a result. You have to understand, these people have been stripped of nutrients. And she said it herself. She said, look, if I have a son, I'm not going to let him be raised here. And my daughters, she's like, I'm making enough money. They're here with me now, but I'm about to send them back to Africa. Okay. She said, when I take the bus, the public transportation, I'm seeing, little girls, little elementary school girls with their hair down to their ass. They have on makeup. They got their stomachs showing, their legs out. And you got Jake men, okay, who don't when the elder, when the apostles, went into the whole marriageable age for an Israelite woman, a lot of you cur ass Israelites, a lot of curves, man. Niggas is curves, man. You didn't get the, you didn't, and that's how I know, all right, that within the Israelite community, you got just a lot of, get along gang Israelites, man. You could be right next to somebody and, you're talking about scriptures and they really don't grasp this. They really, they're really faking it. Okay? Brotherhood and all of, they're just faking it. They're just here in Israel to be a face. Okay? Like Malcolm X. Okay? Martin Luther, just a face on, black struggle. But they're really not getting the grasping, okay, of what the fuck is really going on, man. Okay? What's going on? What's about to come down? Okay? What's about to come down the pipe? All right? What Esau, his response and how he's going to respond. Jake is, reading about it, But I know that they really don't understand, man. Okay? I see it. I've seen it since I've been in the truth. All right? It's easy to, to talk about something and not go through it, not have to really deal with it. Health issues, trying to, get an understanding of things like that. But, within the body, but a mental health issue like the one that the individual in Texas, he was in his 40s, okay, 50s, all right. And you think and I'm knowing, we say people, we shouldn't say that because people have things, they have a better life than us. Okay, but that's part of being stripped of the nutrients. All right, of understanding. Okay, and I'm jumping around. Okay, but I'm hoping you're following along. Like the sister that was from, and I don't know if she's Ham or Jake. I pretty much feel that she's Jake. Okay, because she said she's sending her children, and she's telling me what she said. She said, "Nah, man, my daughter is not about to be growing up, walking around like, showing her clothes, showing her ass, her stomach." Okay. And the reason that those little girls are doing that is because they already, okay, at that certain age, as soon as they get those periods, okay, they are in the environment to where they are women. They are ready to, do the woman thing. All right. The man and woman thing. All right. Like I said, I was in 6th fucking grade and I got the proof. When I was in 6th grade, and I went to Diet Middle School, all right, in Chicago, in Hyde Park, all right. I mean, I said Washington Park, and I also went to Hyde Park High School as well. But when I was in sixth grade, there were 8 girls in the sixth grade that were pregnant already. And, they were, so they sent letters around to the parents. And we still, and that's what I was going to say, I got the proof. I still got the letter, you know. Uh, my mother kept the letter, actually, in a photo album. You know, I went home and, she was like, hey, she got the letter and sat me down and was like, look, if you bring any kids in here, you and them kids, it's gonna be living with that girl, Because, hey, man, I could tell you, man, look, we had swimming class, man, okay? We had swimming class, all right? And in sixth grade, man, those girls were well developed, okay? Well developed. We be in there with, looking at the, rocked up, okay? Rocked up looking at these girls, man, trying to get with them. But guess what? Hey, we wasn't rocked up enough, okay? Or they just they were just getting with older. Most of them were pregnant by dudes that were in high school, and some were even by people who were 18, man. Okay. And so, seventh grade, you had, of course, the number declined to where you got like 3. And then by eighth grade, when it was time to graduate, it was surprising. You had some of the honor roll students, man. Some of the honor roll students, man, who had got accepted into the, doing college programming. Some very bright, um, they were, these girls were also pregnant, okay, in eighth grade. Some, like 2 honor roll students, man. And so, you know, um, so Jake saying that, oh man, y'all, something wrong, that's too young. No, man, these girls, uh, boys, man, okay, shit, fifth grade, man, dudes, they're ready to go and do a hit, ready to crash out in fifth grade, man. When I was growing up, I think the youngest leader of one of the biggest gangs in Chicago, he was 12 years old and he was running the Vice Lords at 12. Okay, he was a prince or something of the Vice Lords, man, or the conservative Vice Lords at 12 years old, man. Okay, and that's a gang with a lot of power. So, Esau has done what everything that he could do to strip our people of their connection to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. All right. And that's why this girl said, from Sierra Leone, she said, no, man, I'm sending my kids back to Sierra Leone so they will understand how to behave. I can't let them, grow up like this, because how long can a society last like this? She said she never dreamed that America would be this terrible. Okay? And and it's terrible as it is. You got Jake running around like they're having a good time. You see some of these niggas, man, on some of these podcasts, man, they're running around like they're having a good time, man. Smiling, cheesing, and you have to be, but they don't acknowledge, they're not acknowledging the problem. And it's a mental problem that is destroying them. And so these elites of Esau, they've moved on. But they're still doing what? They're still farming the land. So back to the scripture, Revelation 18 and 7. It says, so much torment and sorrow give her. Okay? So America is about to is getting tormented, and sorrow is coming. But yet, you individuals who are brain damaged, you're still acting like as if everything is normal. It said, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. All right. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day. Okay. And that's what happened here in Babylon on New Year's. All right. That's just a rehearsal. That's a thing of things to come. All right. New Year's Day. New Year's Day, people were getting shot, killed, injured on New Year's Day. And then following New Year's Day, you had all kind of hell breaking out. And it's not over. She was like, oh my goodness, all of these men with the long hair, and the men look better than women. Okay, and mind you, this woman looks good. Okay. And she called them all happy people, man. Now when the apostles said that you shouldn't, you should cut your hair. Okay. But other people are seeing it, man. Other nations, man, are seeing it. Okay. And she said, so many happy people, but she said the other word. Okay. Verse 8 says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. So that's what's coming to America, man. Okay? She shall be burned with fire. They say that, oh, you Israelites, you teaching gloom and doom, right? Gloom and doom. Well, our people were in slavery for 300 something years, all right? And the northern, when you include the northern kingdom, would be 400 something years, right? Um, and year, and since the end of slavery, okay, since the end of the chattel slavery, the push has been, a need to correct the institution, all right, that started that did that, but they have not done that. They have refused to do so. They have refused to do so. So, at this point, okay, at this point, the truth of the matter is, uh, either you are for, either you are pro, uh, and what would be the word? Either you are pro, what would be the word? Well, either you are for lack of better term, either you are for your own destruction, or you are for the betterment of yourself, okay? Because, you can't sugarcoat this shit. And to sugarcoat it, there's some things that, we could say, that they might, strike a video, flag a video. But sugarcoating shit, that's not our job to do. That's not what we were selected for, to sugarcoat shit. Okay? Truth of the matter is, all right, at this point, Esau, what you sow is what you reap. Okay? What you reap is what you sow. Okay? Um, I was shocked to see a Jake. Well, I don't know if he's a Jake or what he is. He looked like a Jake to me. All right, he had a Islamic name, okay, but a lot of Jake got, I believe he was a Jake, man, okay. I believe he was a Jake, but he could have been Ishmael, all right. A lot of times, Jake, yeah, I think he may have been Ishmael. I'm not sure what he was, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure what he was. Let me look and see what he was. Let me see real quick. What was the race of the New Orleans attacker? I asked his race, and it didn't give me the fucking race, man. His name was Shamsuddin Jabbar. So that's like a Kareem Abdul, but it don't show what his race is now. Okay, it's not saying anything. Okay, the New Orleans trucks, Al Jazeera's. What does they say? And then a military veteran from Texas, but that's all it's saying. I don't know what he is. He looked like he could be Jake or Ishmael. All right, but he was born. Okay, he was from Texas, man. All right, he was from Texas, so this man has no doubt. Okay, he's went through the racial injustice here in Babylon the Great. You know, uh, they said he was inspired by I don't see how anybody can inspire, but hey, I don't see that. They also said there were other people helping him, and there wasn't. Okay, so just like these little jakes, they're going around shooting and killing each other. Like, these are homebred. That guy, he's in his 40s. He is a homebred, homegrown, all right, bred from Democratic, because they tried to bring ISIS into it. No, he was bred from Democrat and Republican. That's who bred him. Okay, when we go to these news, when we go to these alerts, where's this shit at? I hate this phone, man. I'm gonna get rid of it. 1 second. Okay, I can't go to it right now. All right. But anyway, when you go to these little news break articles, and you're seeing the children are now unaliving their parents. There was a story of a father told his son that it was here in Illinois somewhere. The father told his son that he had to leave his girlfriend's house and come home. So the son left the girlfriend house, went home, and killed his whole family. One of his little brothers survived. Paid this nigga, like, man, was offering to pay this nigga not to kill him. Like, look, I got $30, don't do it. And he shot him, his own brother. The backdoor culture, okay? These people are results. They are the result of Democratic and Republican. You can't put that on ISIS. Nigga, ISIS ain't been over here to, inspire you. You're not gonna learn this shit from no fucking ISIS video. That's bullshit. Okay? That's Democrat and Republican fuckery. Okay? The fuckery that goes on here in Babylon the Great. And it's about to come to an end, man. Okay? So they don't even want to talk about this dude. They're talking about him, but they're not talking. They won't even show his race, man. Google know what the fuck we talking about. Ask a race. Kidding me? Verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. Okay? All of these things are about to hit America. Okay? And she shall be utterly burned with fire, and that's going to be the end result. The prices of food, gasoline, all of that is extremely high. You're getting taxed 10 times. Okay? Esau fucked himself. All right? Then you had, it wasn't just this nigga that did something. It was somebody with a cyber truck. He did something, and there's constantly, doing things. All right? Constantly. Reading on, it says, for strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. So this is the Lord about to do this. When I saw that, I said that was the Lord that did it. Okay? That was the judgment. That was the judgment. When you see movies now, I wasn't during the time. I didn't live during the time of, what was it, the civil rights. I didn't experience white only, black only. I didn't experience that. But if you did experience that, if I had to experience that. Just like, there's things that we do experience, like the lending bullshit. Okay? You're getting charged, if you're the so-called Negro, they're charging you higher interest on loans. A lot of these communities won't sell you a home because of who you are. Hey man, there's battles every day. A lot of people are like, oh man, you look old, man. You look old. Yeah, and it's a good thing. Because it's a lot of young motherfuckers who will never look old, man. Okay? There's a lot going on, man. Okay? There's a lot going on, man. All right? And it's not stressing me but it's a problem that we have to address, man. Okay? The rest of you jakes, man, you sleep at the fucking wheel, man. You asleep at the wheel. But I'm not going to wait for the next person to, to point it out. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to wait for that. Okay? I'm going to point it out. I'm going to say, this shit ain't right. I'm not waiting for anybody to say this ain't right or that ain't right. Okay? And I've never been that type of person. All right? and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her. All right? And that's who? Your enemies. Because you like to think that you got friends. Okay? But as we pointed out in Psalms 83, as the Lord pointed out, okay, spiritually, in Psalms the 83rd chapter, you have a whole host of enemies. And they don't care. Okay, I watched the black guy in China. I watched the black guy, he travels the world. Okay, and these people are not from America, man. These people are from Africa. Okay? And then they go to these places and they're getting discriminated against, man. Which shows you, okay? Which shows you that, you know, that melting pot idea, okay, is bullshit. Okay, we're not all going to get along, man. All right? That melting pot, one world or new world order, one world order is bullshit, man. And the only people who buy into that is you damn niggas. Psalms 83:3, and this is from the NLT, says, they devise crafty schemes against your people. They conspire against your precious ones. Verse 4, come, they say, let us wipe out Israel as a nation. Read that again. Slow. Come, they say, let us wipe out Israel as a nation. This ain't talking about no 1948er. Are you out your goddamn mind? Every country in the world pays the 1948ers money. Okay? They're trying to establish them. No, they're talking about you niggas, man. You spiggers, all right? Uncle Tomahawks. They talking about you. We will destroy the very memory of its existence. And that's what they're trying to do. So you go over to China, you go over to here, or they're racist as fuck with you, man. They want to beat your ass. But yet, and still in your homeland and here, okay, and in Babylon the Great, you kissing ass. Hey, they're not hiding it. What have they done to your children? They have weaponized your children. You know why your children is ready to whoop your ass and fuck you up? Okay, because they don't understand, don't have an understanding of who you are. You know, man, you know, it was unthought of. Man, nigga, I never, matter of fact, shit. The only time I ever heard of a so-called black child attempting to go at an older black male, I didn't even hear about, I never heard that until you know, it had to be in the 2000s, all right? But Marvin Gaye, all right? You know, that was a story, you know. Marvin Gaye and Esau, but the Edomites, okay? Now, I don't even think Marvin Gaye even attacked his father. You know, I think there was a disagreement, and where his father ended up shooting him. Okay, and I think that's what killed Marvin Gaye, the singer. I think he disagreement. Okay, but and that shit was unheard of, nigga. Even nigga, I wouldn't care if it was the wino. You didn't have crack when I was growing up. It wasn't crack. Most Jakes was off the wine. Wild Irish Rose. Okay, it was winos. You wouldn't even really talk shit to a wino, man. All right, let alone any other male Jake, man. Because you would be dead. DEAD. Okay. And so what Esau did was Esau implemented these laws that if you the girl from Sierra Leone said flagged, okay, but if you whipped your children ass, whipped your children ass, then you go to jail. They put some type of a case on you, something with the child endangerment, some kind of law or rule they have against you whipping your children. All right. Through all of these states. And so what you have is what the Edomite children were doing. Now you have Jake doing. Okay. Jake even behaving like those damn dressing and looking just like them goddamn weird ass Edomites in the in the 90s, 80s, and 70s, man. AC/DC shirt wearing motherfuckers with the chain. That wasn't hip hop, nigga. That's not hip hop. Okay, that's Edomite. That's some Edomite grungy shit. All right, grungy and that's Esau. That's that caveman shit. No salt. Okay, that's that fucking onion powder, man. But anyway, man. Let me finish reading this. All right, now I'm gonna end it here. So while you love these countries, they say, you love everybody. I don't, the black woman. That's why you need to get away from her. She's the number one person of this. All right, of save everybody. She always wants to join up with everybody. All right. She needs as many allies for as many personalities as she has in her demon-filled brain. All right. When you were little, you play. When you play, if you played with girls when you were little, they had a more wilder imagination. Okay, that let you know, like, hey, they going too far with this shit. All right, all right. But anyway, Psalms 83 and 4, come, they say, let us wipe out Israel as a nation. So they want to destroy you niggas, man. We will destroy the very memory of its existence. Verse 5, 83 and 5, it says, yes, this was their unanimous decision. Okay? When you see a Mike Tyson fight and he, and he pawed this motherfucker to ground beef, he said, man, please stop the fight. If they don't stop the fight, but when the fight is over, they say it's a unanimous decision. You say, yeah, everybody had to say, judge in his favor. Yes, this was their unanimous decision. They signed a treaty as allies against you. Okay, now who did this? They signed a treaty, and it's still to this day. To this day. All right, now I was just making light of the situation. Oh, crack my knee. Verse 6. These Edomites and Ishmaelites, all right, Moabites and Hagratites, Jebelites, Ammonites, and Amalekites, and people from Philistia and Tyre. Assyria has joined them too, and is aligned and is allied with the descendants of Lot. Okay? So, man, that was the first time I ever read that in the damn NLT, man. Shit. Wow. You see the depth, man. You see, and the scriptures is straight to it, man. All right? So, yeah, doom is coming, okay? Doomsday is coming. Gloom and doom. I don't know the name of this video, all right? But it's going to be doomsday is here, okay? Or something like that. So anyway, till next time, Lord willing, you edified. Shalom.